Hey guys, here we are, Hunter Elliott, rangehot.com. I'm out here this afternoon, and I've got a new version of an older pistol. This is a CZ75 P-01, but what's new and different about this is, it's in what they're calling an urban gray, which is a new finish, and this one comes silencer ready. And by silencer ready, what I mean is it ships from CZ with a factory threaded barrel, thread protector, and it's got the tall, kind of goofy silencer sights on it. Alright, so as you can see, it actually shoots pretty nice. I'm going to say this is 35 feet away from the target.
Hey, it's Allison. Today I have the CZ75 P-01 Omega, and I'm excited to have this in my hand. So far, just handling it feels really good. It's lightweight, and I'm excited to give this a try. We'll see how it goes. Man, I like this. It feels nice. It was really easy for me to retain my sight picture after each shot. I'm impressed. I'm really liking this gun.
So what good is it to do a review on it unless we screw a couple cans on it to make sure that the pistol is also reliable with the added back pressure of a silencer. So I got a couple cans here today we're going to run. The first one, Liberty suppressors, the Cosmic. Now, you've seen me do a review on this can. It's actually a pretty excellent multi-caliber can. The thing is, it is a 45 caliber. So when we thread it onto the, a barrel of a handgun, more than likely, the silencer is going to cover up your sights. But this CZ-P-01, as we know, has got silencer sights. Alright, reliable with the Liberty. This is the AAC Illusion. This is a 9mm silencer, so it is a little bit smaller round. Let me get my mouth right, guys. Stand by. So anyway, it is a 9mm silencer, so it's a little bit less girthy, and it is got the offset, so you don't necessarily need silencer sights with this particular can, but it does help. So once again, some 4mm munitions. These are 147 grain subsonic. Let's see how it does. I'm sitting here with my acquaintance, old Red Rick here. You've seen him in a couple of videos, and I use him right often to give me a hand with some of this stuff, as well as Range Hot gets a hell of a tax break when we include the less fortunate. So it's working pretty good all the way around.
Win-win.
Win-win. We're going to talk a little bit about this CZ75 P-01 Omega, and I'm going to kind of wrap this up in a hurry because it's beer 30 and I'm thirsty. So let's get on with it. Rick? Oh, that was your cue. Start talking.
Oh, I get to talk now?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Jump on it.
Initial impressions, I love the way this firearm looks. To me, it's beautiful. I love the bitone on it. It's called what?
Urban Gray.
Urban Gray.
Get with it.
I'm good.
Good man.
What do you think?
So I'm digging it. My first impressions, I like the color. I mean, black firearms are all the rage. It goes with whatever you're wearing. But it's cool to see CZ kind of mixing it up a little bit. Different finishes. It's still sticking with the black accents. This particular P-01 is silencer ready, as you heard me talk about it. Comes from the factory with a threaded barrel, as well as the silencer sights, which is what I want to talk about first. Stating the obvious, they are goofy as hell. And if you were to choose this as a carry gun, you would have to keep that in mind and make sure you had a holster that would accommodate these tall sights. The reason and the theory behind them is they do set up pretty high off the bore. So when you thread your can on the gun, if that top half of your can is interfering with your sight alignment and sight picture, these would actually sit up above it. And they are 3-dot tritium. So you're still able to, even when I screwed the Liberty suppressor's 45 caliber silencer on it, I was able to get sight alignment and sight picture without having to try to shoot through the can. But I will tell you this, it did take me several magazines to get used to using them. But once I did, they are large. There's a lot of real estate on the back of this rear sight. So I was able to acquire and reacquire the sights pretty quick, maybe even a little quicker than your standard sight. So it may be a little bit of a trade-off. You get a lot of real estate, you get a big sight, works good with the silencer, but they do take up a little bit of space in your holster, and they're kind of goofy. So I don't know.
That's a definite. Sight acquisition on them, I mean, like you said, it takes 1 or 2 mags to get up on it. But once you get her good, she's putting laser beams downrange.
It is an accurate pistol, I agree with that. We shot it out at 25 yards and printed some nice 1.5, 2-inch groups. As always, the actual chart of what we've shot and what it shot is going to be in the chart on rangehot.com, the written review. This particular gun is also an Omega model, which means everybody can see it's clear, which means that it ships from the factory where you can run into condition 1, hammerback, safety on, and also it comes with the parts necessary to swap the safety out to a decocker. So if you were to choose to carry it double action only, you hit the decocker, lowers the hammer safely, and then your safety becomes this, long, heavy, about a 14-pound trigger pull, like what I would equate with a double action revolver.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, let's
the
see.
Decocker, is that something your average firearm enthusiast could change out themselves?
It is pretty simple. It's about a 5-minute job. CZ sends you the parts to swap that out. Silencers now are getting very popular, as well they should be. So I'm glad to see some manufacturers making dedicated guns that will run with a silencer. We shot this with a couple different cans on it, and it proved to be reliable equally as well with silencers on it.
Yeah, that'd be a perfect combo right there to take out to the range for your first time or even your intermediate shooter.
It is kind of blurring the lines from what I would call a carry gun to a duty gun, though it is more conducive to carry via its size. It is an aluminum receiver. You're benefiting from the 3-dot night sights as well as the 16-round capacity, so it could equally serve well as a duty gun. CZ's quality is really, it's hard to argue with. As all the CZ guns, you do have the slide that is machined into the receiver, gets that bore axis a little lower, helps mitigate some of that muzzle flip. It's more of a push back than a flip. And 9mm recoil is not bad to begin with, but here again, every little bit helps, especially with a defensive firearm. It does have a machined-in rail that you can run your light on or what have you if you choose to use this as a home defense gun, which in my opinion would serve very well if you run a can on it, because you can imagine if you've got to touch off a handgun in a room, it's going to be loud. So you can put your light on here, have your silencer on the end of it, and it would serve well as a home defense gun. And that way, if you do, God forbid, ever had to deploy it to defend yourself and your family. You got any last thoughts there, Chug?
What do you think about those factory grips?
I'm digging them. They're kind of a hard rubber checkered CZ stock. It is serrated here at the back strap and the front strap. So, some of the harder recoiling 9mm stuff, I know that's kind of hard to believe, but we did shoot some plus P stuff through it. And I was able to keep a pretty good purchase on the gun. It's got a deep beaver tail here. Of course, there is no real chance of slide bite because, the way the gun is set up. But still, I'm digging it. The top of the slide is actually serrated. And that's really going to help you if you've got a hard light shining down, noontime, lunch, you got the sunlight beating down on the top of your gun. These serrations really would help break up any glare that may interfere with your sight alignment, sight picture. So
the only gripe I had about them is it's come a little low. I wish they came up just a tad higher.
The stocks?
Yeah, just a little bit higher. But me, I like to ride it high.
Yeah, you ride the gun high, and your hands are
huge.
Weird.
Very
weird.
manly hands.
Weird is the word I'm going for. His hands are weird. So Truthfully, most of what he says you can disregard. I may even cut it out of the video. I don't know. I have to get with the.
I'm just here to look pretty, right?
Yeah, and you're doing a
Not
hell
a
of a
very good
job. No, I'm just thrilled to pieces. So anyway, I've had about all I can stand of him and this camera and this gun. I want beers and couch time. So anyway, guys, I really do appreciate, seriously, all the help that Rick gives me. He comes over here and he helps run the camera and shoot the ballistics test, and he spends a lot of time helping us out, and I'm really grateful for him to come and be a part of what we're doing. And I appreciate y'all watching the videos and reading the articles, and you know, I get a lot of emails and comments, and I really appreciate that. If you like something, you know, let me know. If you don't like something, let me know, man. If you got any questions or comments, you know, I'm all ears. Whatever I can do to help make it better is where I'm at. So seriously, I really appreciate it. Y'all take care of each other, take care of yourself, and I hope to see you on the range.
Final thing, would you buy this pistol?
I am going to buy this pistol. You know, I called Zach, my buddy at CZ, and I said, man, I got to quit doing reviews because every test gun he sends me, I buy it. And so yeah, I'm actually gonna purchase this. I'm gonna get a hold of CZ next week and just tell them to don't expect a gun back and send me an invoice. So damn, here it is. So there you go. Yeah, would you buy it?
Absolutely. That's
Cool.
a great pistol.
I agree. Nice work, CZ. Y'all take care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. And that goes for you too, Shug.
Not gonna happen.
We're out.